Okay, so we're gonna start the recording for today. Today is day one. Foundation reset, very important. So the goal of day one, we reset bad habits, we set up our environment properly, and prove you can think, code on a blank canvas. So the time target's 2.5 hours to 4 hours. And the rules are you do not watch tutorials today, only follow written instructions and think. So we're gonna start with part one, environment setup. Install verify tools. You need Python 3.10, VSCode, Git, and terminal access. So we're starting from the beginning using the help of ChatGPT on this course. So let's go and start to see if we already have Python. If not, you're gonna have to install it. Let's go and run our terminal. So how are we gonna do this? Let's bring CMD. You can type CMD, which is the command prompt. You want to run it as an administrator. It should ask you if you want to run it or not. Then you should have a screen like this one. Alright, so now we're gonna type in over here Python version, and we already have Python 3.13.9. If you don't have Python, just go and download it. Go to Google and download Python and try to download any version, or if you want to download the same version as I have here, Python 3.13, then go ahead. Let's go and see Git. I think I already have it installed as well, so we're gonna check for the Git version. And for the Git version, I already have Git version 2.43, so this part is done. And then you need to install Visual Code VS. It's not negotiable. Install this extension, Python, Pylens, Git lens. So how do we get this? Over here we're gonna type in code and then a dot. We're gonna press enter, and that's gonna bring Visual Code, as you can see here. Now we're gonna go into the extensions. The extensions are over here. Gonna move it out of the way this. So let's start Python. From Microsoft, it says this one here. It's already installed, as you can see. If you don't have it installed, press over here. It's gonna say install for you. If it says uninstall, it means it's already installed. So this one, we already have it. Then the other one we need is Pylens. So let's see. If we have already this one. Pylens, I think it's already installed. Yeah, I already have it installed. So this one is done. Git lens. Let's try Git lens. And Git lens does not seem to be installed. So we're gonna install this extension. Yes, we trust. Okay. Now it says prettier. Imagine that this is to format and make our code prettier. So let's put it here. So I guess it's this one here. So let's install it. So prettier is installed. So we install this, set auto format on save, Python interpreter selected correctly. So we're gonna ask ChatGPT to help us with this. Please help with this. Okay, so we're gonna open VSCode, open any file, press Ctrl Shift P. Okay, but we are a beginner. We're not supposed to have any file. So let's create one file just for fun, because a little later it's gonna tell us to actually create folders. So for the moment we're not gonna do this yet. Skip this part. We're gonna come back to this. So instead let's move into something else. Part 2. Okay, yeah, let's do this first, and then we'll be able to create our first code. Create a career repo. This will matter in interviews. We're getting we're getting ready for interviews as well, so make sure you follow this. So we're gonna create the folder. I'm gonna get out of here. I need to create it. For this you can do it with Windows. If you're running Windows, we could do it here as well, but I want to make sure that I've created on the right folder. So I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm going to go to my the place I want to create this. I have here Python course, which I already created. I have day 1 right here, and I'm gonna create here the course. So let's create this here. We're supposed to create a folder. I can actually open from here Visual Code. Let's do it here. You're gonna do Shift on your keyboard, press on the key Shift, then right click. Now you have all the terminals you can open. So we want to open a terminal here. When you open a terminal, it's gonna if you're using Windows, you're gonna probably see this like this, which is gonna be your PowerShell. Okay, and now we can follow the instruction. I already created day 1. This is my day 1. You can do the same if you want. Create one folder, Python course, and day 1. And now we're gonna do mkdir full stack 100 days, just to follow what ChatGPT is telling us to do. So that's gonna create the folder, and now we're gonna cd. We're gonna change directory into that folder. Just put cd and then tab, and then enter. You're gonna be able to change the folder. Now we're gonna initiate init git. Now it is telling us that it's an empty repository, but at least it's gonna start initiating the git. And now we're gonna make a new folder and this time we're gonna call it day 1 again, I guessed. And there day 01. And now we can change directory to day 01. Press tab and you'll be able to get there. So perfect. So now we have created our folders. Now we're going to create our first file, touch. This will create a file called main.py. Now we have a problem. The term touch is not recognized as the name as Yeah, probably because we're working on Windows. So let's try to see if what is ChatGPT will tell us about this. Let's give him this error. So perfect. This error is actually good news. It tells me exactly where you are, what you're using. You are in Windows Portal, not Linux. Touch is a Linux command. So probably who is this guy? Let's fix the cleanly and also teach you 3 correct ways. This will matter later in interviews and real work. Perfect. So in PowerShell, to create a file, you do new item main.p or shorter ni. So let's do this. So let's go back to PowerShell. I think it's this one here. Clear ni main.py. Okay, so that created a file. Perfect. So we learned something new today. With PowerShell, you don't do touch, you do new item or ni. Remember that. Option 2, code way beginner friendly. In VSCode, explore left, right click your folder, new file, name it. Okay, so yeah, I know this. We can do it on VSCode. And touch this, we're gonna be working with WSL when we have it installed. Ubuntu setup, terminal switch to Linux. Okay. And then it gives you here import a mental model, log this in. Touch is for Linux and Mac, new item is for PowerShell, 9 is for ni, it's for PowerShell shortcut. Okay, so we're gonna go back up where we were because we're gonna continue this. And this project is gonna be so big. The curriculum, you wanna see the curriculum? I have somewhere here. We have 10 phases. You're gonna master Python professionally. You're gonna build 100 projects in 100 days. You're gonna have a portfolio ready. You're gonna know about automation, web game, app development, data science, machine learning with pandas, NumPy, Python, scikit, learn, plot, plotly, matplotlib. All this we'll know once we finish this course. We're gonna learn Selenium, Beautiful Soup for web automation, Flask and Django for web apps, REST APIs, full stack app with React, TS frontend, Python backend, login and sign up form, Firebase, Gmail, Facebook, desktop apps, GUI, programming, Git, GitHub, workflows, VSCode, productivity, Linux, WS, PowerShell scripting, unit tests, Postman, and API checks. It's a massive course we're doing here right now. So I really here this is all the things we're gonna learn. Also, I'm not gonna go into it because we're doing already day 1. I'm gonna make a video explaining everything that we're doing, everything that we're gonna learn. Everything's already scheduled, everything that every day it's already given here of things that we're gonna work. So is the next 100 days should be really awesome. So follow this channel, subscribe if you're still not on it, because it's gonna be a powerful Python course. And not only Python, you heard it right. You have projects, quizzes, text, Postman, Linux, PowerShell, and so much more. After this course, you should have no problem going and applying for a job in Python at any company. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna apply for myself also. So you have a shortcut for productivity with VS Code. We'll come back to all this. Linux commands, you have already, it's already giving me that. You have quick references. All this I'm gonna make it available. Either I'm gonna make a website, either I'm gonna have it on my description, or there's gonna be a way for me to give you all this so you know, and you have them available for you also. You have interview, quick cards, recursion, OP concept, Fibonacci, JavaScript, Django, so many things that we're gonna be doing. This is the diagram, and I'll be learning all the front ends, the API layer, the Django, the database progress SQL with Firebase, the authentication with Gmail, Facebook, and JWT, deployment. You're gonna know how to deploy all this, Heroku, Render, Netlify, and so much more. I'm going fast through this because this is only the calendar and everything, the cheat sheet and all that. I already have it available for you guys. All this was already done. So now we're already at day one. We're going through the environment setup. So follow along if you wanna become a full stack developer. This is the only free. I'm not charging anything for this. Maybe eventually, if I see that it gets some traction, I might charge something, because I mean, this is powerful. But for the moment, it's not that in my head. I want to do this for me and for you guys to help you become a Python programmer or developer. So we were here, we were at the touch dot, and then we're gonna do code right here. Where is it? No, it's PowerShell, and we have many windows already open. We're here. So now we're gonna do code and dot. So that's gonna open another instance running as administrator. Okay, so we already have an instance running here, but it didn't open at the right place. So let's close this. I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna redo this. To redo, you just do the arrow pointing up, and then you're gonna press, and that should open. Perfect. See, now we are in the right folder. Yes, I trust this. So now a Git was found in the parent folders of the workspace. Would you like to open the repository? It's like you're having your personal teacher. So you're gonna be able to learn to become a full stack developer using ChatGPT and our channel. Great. When this pop-up is normal, this is actually a good moment to learn Git the right way. Sure, calm answer yes. Now let's explain why in beginner language, so you're not clicking blindly. What's this message mean? Is VS Code is saying, hey, I see a Git folder somewhere about this directory. That means that this directory is already under version control. Do you want me to treat this folder as a Git project? A Git repository, a project where every changes are tracked. You can undo mistakes, and you can show your work to employers later. Perfect. This is exactly what we want for your 100-day course. Perfect. What happens if you click yes? VS Code will enable source control, the branch icon on the left, track changes to your files, let you commit, save milestone, and prepare you for GitHub later. Nothing breaks, nothing is uploaded automatically, safe, professional, and recommended. What happens if you click no? Git feature stays hidden, you lose change tracking, you'll have to re-enable Git later anyway. Not wrong, just less optimal. What I recommend, teacher decision. Click open repository. You learn to be a real developer, not a copy-paste typist. Git is part of that, but we'll introduce it slowly, not overwhelm. Perfect. After you click yes, check this on the left sidebar. Do you see Explorer, Search, Source Control, Branch? If yes, Git is active. So let's do it. I'm gonna press yes. Source control, one pending change. Okay, so I guess this is being version controlled right now. Yeah, there's a 1 next to it. You are not pushing code online, sharing anything, doing GitHub yet. We are just tracking locally. Perfect. Reply with this. Did you click yes? Did you see the control source icon? Do you see any no changes or one change? Okay, so let's go. We're gonna say that we see 1 pending changes. I see 1 pending changes. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. You're officially working like a real developer. Now let me explain what one pending change means. Then we'll do your first clean commit. Very simple, no stress. What one pending change means, plain English, it means there is one file that was modified but not saved in Git history yet. That file is almost certainly main.py. Git is saying, I see you changed something. Do you want to save this moment in history? Think of a commit like a save point in a video game. Your first Git commit guided, open source, click the branch source on the left. You should see main listed under the changes. Step stage, hover over pane, click plus. Now it moves to stage changes. This means yes, Git, I want to include this file. So let's go do this. Commit. So then it says that we're gonna do our first commit. Let's copy this first Python program. Commit done. Okay. Over here, there are no stage changes. Would you like to stay all changes? Commit them directly. What do I do with this? Okay, perfect. This pop-up is normal and you didn't mess up anything. VSCode just being extrapolate. Let me translate this to human language. What this message really means, VSCode is saying, hey, you click commit, but you didn't manually stage the file yet. Do you want me to actually stage everything and commit it for you? That's it. No danger, no trick. What should click click yes? Why? You only have one file, day one. Auto staging is perfectly acceptable. Many professionals do this daily. Annoying later, never annoying later, cancel, nothing happens. Always fine later, but needed now. So say yes. What will happen after you click yes? Main will be staged, a commit will be created, Git's history will now have day one first Python program. Okay. See now this is giving us this. Eventually it's gonna say that I cannot upload many pictures on ChatGPT. Perfect. This is not an error again. I don't know who you are. Every developer hit this once will fix in 6 seconds and never see it again. Open PowerShell already there. Run exactly these 2 commands. Okay, so let's do this. PowerShell. This is where we were before, and now we need to run this. Git config global username man, I'm typing in the wrong language here. And your name, Marco. Okay. And now we're gonna do the same, but this time we're gonna put your email. The user is email. email. And we're gonna copy this code to see if this worked. And yeah, it works. We have the username. Now I'll retry the commit. Perfect. So the commit now, publish branch. There is a button saying publish branch. Let me ask about that. VSCode is saying you have a local Git project on your computer, but it's not yet linked to GitHub. Do you want to upload this branch to GitHub? Key, we're asking, not forcing. Should you click right? Oh, 3 message remaining. Oh my god. Should you click it right now? Teacher decision for day one. Yes. 1. Why? You'll need GitHub anyway. This creates your developer footprint. Yeah, but we were not into GitHub yet. Now you started giving me stuff about GitHub. I don't know if I wanted to do that right away. I'm gonna actually ignore this for a moment, and I'm gonna go back later because it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to continue the course for day one. So for day one we were somewhere over here. Remember, we can do this step right now because we already have the main.py. so step 1, open VS Code, open any, press Control Shift and P. So where's the file explorer here? Okay, here. Well, .main.p has nothing, but I don't know if it's gonna run. Control Shift P. Yeah, something opens, and then Python, select Python and temporary. Okay, we're gonna select this. Okay, perfect. Press enter, choose the one that looks Python or something weird. Done. How to confirm it work? Look at the bottom right corner of VS Code. You should see something like this. Yeah, so we see it over here, 3.39 programs Python exec. It's there, so we're good. It means it's actually good. Alright, so this part is done. We're gonna do about 1 hour a day to make sure that it doesn't become too difficult. So we are on day 1 set up, putting all the things together. Auto format, install formatter, auto format on save, very important. This makes your code clean, automatic, no more indentation mistakes. Step A, install formatter, a formatter black, press Control Shift X, Control Shift X, black formatter. It's this one here. Okay, so we're gonna install this. Perfect, so we done it. And then what? Set black as default permanent. Control Shift P. Okay, Control Shift P. Okay, so how do we set it up? Back, restart server. Okay, type format document with, oh, okay, configure default formatter. So control P, and we're gonna type this. Format with, but there's nothing here. Format document with, I can't select anything. Configure default formatter, Mathematica black formatter. I'm not sure if this is already done or not. Control format document with black formatter. It's already done, I think. Turn on auto format on saved. Press Control plus, Control plus, Control plus. Format on save. Okay. Actually, format not on save. Hold on. What he says here. Format on save. Check. Editor. How about auto format here on? Format on save. Okay, we do the auto save too. So format on save, we did it. We have to press anything. Tell VSCode this is for Python only, optional by clean. Python open settings search Python formatting provider. Open settings search. Open settings search Python formatting provider, Python formatting provider black. Defines default range that text preceding thing all. This. Edit to default in range provider. Is that what he's talking about? Okay, so I did this. I don't see if we have to press this button or not. Oh. I want us to sign in. I don't want to sign in. It actually changed my stuff, this thing. Oh my god, now I messed it up. I changed all my settings. Holy macaroni. Now I made my text smaller. Oh my god. Changed all my settings now. So this one I want to change it back to black formatter like it says here. What about font? The font size. Oh, but it changes only here. Man, I shouldn't have touched these settings. Oh, every text became smaller. Anyways, hopefully this is not gonna affect much. I'm gonna have to get used to this. So paste this ugly code. Paste this ugly code and okay, and then what? Now press Ctrl S. I did. Expect result. If this happen, you are set. Expected result x equals 1. Okay, so I mean what it means that we're trying to see if the ugly code is there, and now we're gonna do Ctrl S. No, it actually didn't work. And let's give it a try here. Print yes. Did it actually work? Because it gave me a wrong code, and then this thing is supposed to correct it. Let me go like this, and then let's go Ctrl S. Supposed to clean the code. It's not doing it. The code stays ugly. On save it's supposed to work. It's not working. It's not making it prettier. Black format is installed, right? Yeah, it's installed. So something here didn't work. We're gonna have to say installing but not selecting the formatting manually, ignoring indentation, copied without understanding. It did not made it properly format. Good, slow down here. It's not you falling. This is 2 different meanings of the word format. right click inside the main, click format document, right click inside the main. Where is the format document? Okay, now it formats here like this. Format on save toggle issue. Control P. Okay. Format document with black formatter, and it's a default. So why you're not doing it? Well, okay, now I did it, right? Did you do it or not? Let me see. Copy. Yeah, it didn't. You see, when I put the code and I try to save, it's not for money. So do I have now? I'm gonna have to do this all the time. Configure this. It's the default, man. So format, man. I only have two messages left. Two messages left, and then we'll have to wrap this up. I selected black formatter as default, but it only works when I right click and click on format document. The format on Control S does not work. This is a real setup bug. No user it will fix for myself. I really did the hard part by the symptom. The black format only right click, only on right click, not on the means of format save is not applied to Python file. Will force it. Control P, and then preference open settings. Preference open settings, and you'll see a file with VSCode. Oh yeah, we're trying to fix this. Settings. Open user settings, this. And there's already this. And then what? We try now? Okay, let's redo it again. Okay. Oh, now it works. Perfect, we got it to work. So you saw what I did. If not, follow along. You have to look for setting.json and then copy this text. Editor format on save true, Python editor. I'll leave it here for a minute if you want to take a screenshot. There you go. So make sure this is true, format on save. And now when you put an ugly code, it will automatically, if we do like this, see ugly code, you're not typing properly, you just need Control S. Want to make it nice. Perfect, so that part is done. So I guess for today we've done exactly an hour or so. 45 minutes is here, and the other video probably another 15 minutes. So yeah, so about an hour. Hopefully we can rush these things up a little bit more, because now we just made the first file, we set up Python, but I might need to connect maybe later on for another hour, because day one it's a little longer than that. Supposed to have more things, but I only have an hour right now. I have other things to do, so, and I don't want to overwhelm. So I'll be back either today or tomorrow. But anyways, for you it doesn't change anything, because I'm not doing this live. Eventually I'm gonna probably go live, so we can do this live and you can have and you can see exactly what I'm doing. But for now I'm doing it as a video. It's a video series, so this is full bootcamp. Till next time, stay blessed.